I'm John Davis of Gatley Gross Farm.
How long have you lived here, John?
I've been here, Mark.
We moved in the house here.
20 odd years.
No, 28 years ago.
28 years ago. So I should at this point introduce, so Mark, you're John's son.
Yeah, I'm John's son, Mark Davis. So I live down another farm down in Cilonnen. That's where the old man was before.
Okay, so what's the name of that farm?
Gatley Orchland Farm down in Cilonnen. And then he moved up here and I moved into the farm down there.
I see.
So it's 28 years ago.
So how long had that farm been in the family?
40 years. Before that, I lived in Long Oaks in Maine.
Yes.
And my grandfather was there and my great-grandfather was there.
So you were telling me about is it your relationship to the Voss family or just that the Voss family?
Just they're buried in Nicholson Church.
Okay. So who's buried in Nicholson Church?
My grandfather, my great-grandfather, a couple of aunties, a couple of cousins, uncle.
So by trade, have you always been a farmer?
Yes. My great-grandfather came from Llanedi in 1896. My grandmother came from Branavel farm in Elstone, and her parents died in 1900, so we've been around Gower for a long time.
So you took over the farm in Llandowie?
No, down in Cilonnen.
In Cilonnen, yeah.
But it's still all, it's run. This one and the other farm still all run as one.
That was fine.
Yeah.
And the one in Rosilly with the henges.
I see.
Yeah, so we've got 3 places, so they all run as one together.
So tell me about the henge actually.
Don't know much about it.
Yeah, we bought this in 1980 something, and then we they in contest, I think it was Cardo.
That photo was taken after that.
Yeah, they sent us photos in and say we're not allowed to plough the field or it's only going to be grass, we're not allowed to touch it or whatever. But you can't see nothing when you're in the field. But then that's the aerial photo that's shown up.
So it's scheduled.
Yes.
I understand. So if you'd like to introduce...
I'm Clive Hughes, I'm chairman of the Swansea Medley Teching Club, and I've been with the club medley teching on Mark and John's land for the past 2 years.
Yeah, it would have been it.
Yes.
More perhaps?
Maybe more, yes. Well, one of our members, he found the axe head. He was with John at the time. He didn't think it was of any significance, but John peeled a bit of the mud away and we could see it could be very old. This is something we do with all our finds. We put them in our bags. We don't know what they are until we get them home and wash them and just put a toothbrush over them and see what pops up there.
So could you describe this particular, so it's an early Bronze Age axe head? Axe
head, yes. We straight away we give it to our archaeologist, Steve Sell, and him and the finds liaison officer, Nicola Kelly, they took it, photographed it, they give a preliminary report on it, and they give it back to the finder, but they've got it back again now because there were some gold specks found on it, which they believe could be some process with arsenic. So we're waiting to hear from them. It is a slow process going through all these things, but we're very patient.
So you've got a prehistoric site on one farm, and you've got a prehistoric find
on another
one. Is there any other history? Yes. Any other finds of any significance? I'd be interested to know about the history.
No, I don't think
farm.
so.
No,
nothing much on this. On another farm, you mentioned John Voss. I found a John Voss button with a dome-shaped button, a gauntlet, a raised gauntlet on the face of it. On the back of it, the very, very clear inscription, John Voss, Draper, Swansea. Now, I looked on the internet and there was a John Voss in the 1790s. He was a draper, a mercer, a printer and a banker. And the history shows that he was minting his own tokens of a halfpenny and penny value and silver shillings. After 1818, we've lost track of him there, but we knew his business was in Market Street in Swansea. Now, Market Street was virtually right underneath Swansea Castle there, right at the side of Swansea Castle. So they've still got that. I would imagine, being that there's a Swansea find, the museum will have that there. So
Yeah, we noted earlier that the Voss family were around Nicholston and Penmain.
that's right, yeah.
So there's a Voss buried in Nicholson churchyard, so whether he's the same person.
Yeah, and John Voss was involved in the wreck of the Caesar, the press gang
All right.
wreck that on Pultey Head. So we were discussing that story, weren't we?
Yes.
And as to whether or not that was the same person, so that would be interesting to find out. So talking about Market Town, as a farmer, when you were working on the farm in Llanmorlais, where did you sell? I'm trying to get a picture. Did you go to town to market,
No.
or did you sell local?
Took cart and sheep to Gowden Mart,
Right.
which is now housing estate.
So how
And
often?
now we take them to Whitland Mart. They usually end up in Birmingham or Manchester.
So how often did you do that?
Yeah, once a week when the market.
Once a week?
Yeah, every Tuesday.
Ah, okay.
Depends when we got them ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
at the busy time when we had lots of lambs or cattle to sell,
yeah,
it'd be every Tuesday. Like.
every Tuesday.
Yeah.
So so the other farms around you, did you all sell the same? So was there a difference in how you farmed? As in, did you sold cattle or
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of dairy farms around us,
right?
and then some veg and all. But yeah, there's a lot more livestock. I think the veg has died out a fair bit.
Yeah.
What it used to be.
So there's hardly any dairy farms either, is there?
No, there's only
So
3
Kittle,
left. There's one in Kittle, one in
Cilonnen.
one in Kittle, one in Morton, and my cousin's one in Wanallet. And there are only 3 in Gowanna.
I see. So for Bryn Gwas,
Yeah.
is that no
No,
longer?
they finished long time ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there used to be small dairy farms. Well, this used to be a dairy farm before we bought it.
So why is that? Is it not economical or sustainable? Or?
Yeah, no doubt, and it's tied as well, and you every 24/7, actually. So, and the money's not in it. There's a lot of dairy farms. They've all gone. The bigger ones are getting bigger,
Yeah.
and the smaller ones are going, actually.
And the veg as well has died. So there was a Gower Growers,
Yeah,
wasn't there?
Yeah. When we first bought down to Silly in
Yeah.
1980, it was all the neighbours around us all growing veg, Swedes,
Yeah.
collies and all. Now you job to find any.
And that was with the buildings in Reynoldston.
Yes.
So that's all finished.
Yeah. That's
There's
gone.
even a farmer from Pembroke growing maize in Gower now. So you got a haulage from Gower down to the end of Pembroke.
Gosh, that's interesting. Why is that? Is it the soil is good here, or
No, he's that
It's
desperate for
just-
land to grow.
I see.
He's got about 2,000-3,000 cows, and they can't get enough food, so they're going further and further away to get.
Yeah,
Food
Kittle
feed
do
co-
that, don't they? They have some cows from somewhere else. No, sheep from somewhere else.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah. Yeah, but the people have done that for years, and they tax sheep
Right.
from the hill boys.
So could you explain that actually, that process, what that means?
Yeah, so tax sheep. So we like lowland farms,
Yeah.
and the boys from the hills bring their lambs or use down to fatten on the better ground,
Right.
doing it in the summer and in winter,
Okay.
and it gives them more space up on the hills. Let's see, been going on for years and years, donkeys years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now there's hardly any veg, no dairy. So what would you say farming was today? How much has it changed?
Oh, it's changed hugely, and it's
Hugely.
yeah, it's the smaller farms have gone. They've got part-time jobs or whatever, and like 60, 70 acres, which used to be you could make a living off. Now you can't, like, see. So people get jobs as part-time on the farm, and the bigger farms have gone bigger, growing either crops of barley or wheat, or cattle and sheep, like, see.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? So that's a big change.
All the youngsters have gone, isn't it? I hardly know any youngsters on the farms now. They're all getting old like me.
Yeah, and you take it like we're running 3 farms. Well, back in the day there'd be 2, 4, 6. It could be 8 people working on the farms, and that was me, man, and my boy's 18. The 3 of us do what 8 people used to.
And you don't have that shared labour force anymore
No,
either, do you,
no.
at certain times of the year?
No, so now like when we bail in or
He's got to 85.
We're looking at a lovely picture.
but people have at busy times. They're laminate, either have people in or on harvest, have a contractor in to bail or shear or do whatever, like, see. And then
If you look at some of the old pictures, of farmers, you'll see a mass of workers there.
Mm.
Because it was very little mechanisation on
Yeah.
there. Nowadays, with all the mechanisation, it's a lot.
So would you hire the mechanised tools at a certain time of the year?
Sorry?
Did you used to hire certain tools at certain times of
No.
the year, or did you own?
We seem to got to do it all ourselves nearly.
Yeah.
Right.
But back in the day,
cousin in to bale hay.
Yeah. back in the day, 50, 60, 70 years ago, if they were thrashing and all, you'd have somebody in with a thrash machine, and then all the farms around would come and help. So it'd be nothing about 20, 30 people on the farm, all helping on the track. But that's,
So that was
That's
a
cool.
big family. Was that a nice
Yeah.
time?
All the neighbours had helped, like, wouldn't it? No, we haven't got any neighbouring farmers.
No, that must be quite sad.
yeah, and then the numbers of people working on the land is a lot less and less and less now.
So it's changed vastly.
Nobody grew potatoes,
Garlic potatoes. That's a huge difference, isn't it?
no veg.
I mean, we have now small CSAs, they're called. Like you've got growing veg for families.
Yeah.
Ilston and Lennon.
Don't even know our neighbours.
No,
When Tom McCain used to live next over there, used to live there.
I know.
So
Yeah.
that's the old farmhouse of
Yes.
this bit. Like.
Yeah, exactly. So the O'Kanes,
Yeah,
I know
Tony
very
and
well.
Sam,
Yeah.
but they lived there for years.
Yeah.
Years and years.
So explain because obviously have farmed and worked the land for such a long time, and it's embedded in your family roots, isn't it?
But the commons are all grown with gorse bushes and all, and used to be skylarks and different things about them. It's all grown over now, nothing there.
Mm.
And they wouldn't let you burn it.
Mm.
And it was burnt for donkey's years.
How's that? When did that stop?
Well, they've always been against it, but it's got worse
Five,
and worse, like, see?
Yeah,
Yeah, within the last 10 years, isn't it? Like when
Is
he
it?
was when he was
Yeah.
a youngster,
I always remember.
It's
they were in long oaks. They used to burn regular,
Yeah,
Let's
burn it, and it could regenerate and come back green. And
yeah,
let's take matches to school so I get light fires on the way home, like.
yeah.
Welsh Moors supposed to have got marsh for titty butterflies.
Mm.
Well, the farmer there, John Jenkins, used to burn it every year he could
Mm.
to get rid of the ticks because they give his cattle red water, and that's when all the butterflies were there.
Mm.
Now it's all grown wild and the butterflies are disappearing.
So before we finish, have you got any photos or anything? We've got the photo of the henge, or any memories, because we're creating a booklet as well with any pictures or any memories that anybody would like to be included. So we've
have to go hunting for photos, don't we?
so we've got, not now, I can come again, or call in.
yeah, do it,